They say betrayal hits hardest when it comes from the people you'd die for. I didn't die. I learned. The morning was bright, unnervingly so. Our family trip had been planned for months. My sister handled the bookings, as always. "You never rest," she'd said. "Let me take care of it." I trusted her. That was my mistake. At the airport, I wheeled my suitcase toward the counter, humming, thinking about how the twins would love the ocean. The staff member smiled, typed, then frowned. "I'm sorry, sir, your ticket's been canceled." "Canceled?" "Yes. The rest of your family has already boarded." For a second, my mind went silent, a white static. Then my phone buzzed. A message from my sister. "You should be taking care of the kids." Attached was a photo, my twins, sitting on a bench outside the house, alone. That was the moment everything inside me broke, cleanly, like glass. I was never supposed to raise the twins alone. After the accident, my wife's death hollowed me out. My sister, Alina, stepped in. She moved in to help. She cooked, she managed, she soothed. The twins adored her. So did I. In a way only grief can twist trust into dependence. She became my anchor, my right hand, my family. But over time, I began noticing the smallest things. Missing receipts, hushed phone calls, lies wrapped in laughter. She started controlling everything, from finances to family plans. I thought it was care. It was control. When I confronted her once about a missing transfer, she smiled like I was a child. "You're overthinking again. You're tired." And maybe I was. But exhaustion doesn't cancel flights. Betrayal does. The twins were still sitting where the photo showed them, scared, hungry, waiting for someone to come back. I held them that night and made a promise. No one would ever hurt them again. The next morning, I went through every email, every document. The entire trip, hotel, flights, excursions, had been booked under her name, using my card. She'd even set up a separate bank account in both our names, but only she could access it. She didn't just leave me behind, she erased me from my own life. That's when I stopped feeling. Feeling was her weapon. She knew how to twist guilt, how to play the victim, how to cry on cue. I decided to fight like she did, quietly, surgically. I began documenting everything: transfers, messages, recorded calls. I filed a discreet report to the fraud department under her full name. I hired a friend, a lawyer who owed me a favor, to track every asset she moved. And then I waited. Patience is underrated. It's the most elegant form of revenge. 3 months later, Alina returned. The trip hadn't gone well. She'd maxed out the cards, charmed a few people, and left debts trailing behind her. She walked into the house like nothing had happened. "You should have seen the view, brother," she said. "You'd have loved it." I smiled. "I'm sure I will, when the bank statements arrive." She froze for a moment. Just a flicker, a crack in her mask. That was the first fracture. Over the next week, I let her believe she'd gotten away with it. She planned another family getaway, all while the fraud investigators were gathering evidence. Every email she sent, every booking she made, traced back to her. The final piece came when the lawyer called. "Everything's ready, just one signature from you." I waited until she was seated at the dining table, sipping tea like royalty. The twins were asleep upstairs. I placed the file in front of her. "What's this?" she asked. "Your ticket," I said. "This time, it's one way." She opened it. Account closures, fraud reports, police statements, asset freezes. Her name on every line. Her face went pale. You wouldn't." I leaned in. "You left me at an airport, Alina. You left my children alone. You already did." She tried denial first, then pleading, then rage. I'd seen it all before. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. When the officers arrived that night, she screamed for me, for mercy, for anything that could reverse time. But time doesn't go backward. It only reveals who was watching while you plotted. As they took her away, she looked at me through the flashing red lights. "You set me up." "No," I said quietly. "You built the trap. I just let you walk into it." The house is quieter now. The twins sleep without fear. Their laughter sounds like healing. Sometimes I catch myself thinking about that day at the airport, how betrayal doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers in familiar voices. People ask if I forgave her. I tell them, forgiveness isn't freedom. It's forgetting who the knife belonged to. I didn't forgive her. I just stopped bleeding. And that, I've learned, is its own kind of peace.